Sometimes you arrive at the airfield, take one look at the weather and know it's a no-go for flying. But what happens when the forecast looks good, you take off in beautiful conditions and things start to unravel mid-flight? How do you decide when it's time to call it quits? Join me on this flight as I try to meet up with Vince for lunch. Spoiler alert, one of us makes it and the other doesn't. Along the way I get an unexpected view of just how bad pollution can look from above, with thick black smoke cutting through the low clouds. It's a flight full of lessons, decision making and some sobering sights.
So we'll head back, we're going back. Just for radio, good morning, Golf November Juliet, Charlie Zulu, effort information for flight to Western please, one on board.
Golf Charlie Zulu, Andrewsfield, good morning. Readability 5, runway in use, 27 right hand circuit, QNH 1025.
Andrewsfield's pretty muddy at the moment.
The weight off the nose wheel.
So I'm using a soft field technique. Keeping the stick back and getting airborne early, building speed in ground effect.
Steer clear of mud.
Once I'm at a good climb speed, I transition the aircraft and I climb away.
Oh, the air's nice and smooth though.
So the plan today is to meet up with Vince for lunch at Western Airfield with its lovely CAF. I have departed from Andrewsfield and I'm routing low level beneath the controlled airspace protecting the approach to London Stansted's runway 22. I'll then try and route between Cambridge and Duxford airfields and then climb up high on a pretty much direct route to Western. Flight time should be around 40 minutes. Vince, on the other hand, is leaving from North Weald around the same time and he's routing around the south of London Luton's controlled airspace and then he'll turn northwesterly direct to Western. His route is a bit shorter and he'll probably arrive a bit before me. It's been a nice morning in the southeast of the UK, however we have some weather due in the afternoon, moving from west to east across the country, but we're hoping that we should be able to get lunch and be out of there before it arrives. You join me shortly after departure as I route through the TMZ or the low level transponder mandatory zone to the north of London Stansted. I've already got the controller tuned in and I'm getting a basic service from him. I wouldn't normally speak to them, I'd just listen out. However, as my routing means I'm really close to the controlled airspace boundary and they are routing airliners onto the ILS just 1,000 feet above me, I want him to feel comfortable that at any time he can call me. I'm VFR or flying under visual flight rules at 1,100 feet and the controlled airspace starts at 1,500 feet. However, there's some well broken, very thin cloud ahead of me and so as I pass the other side of the approach I request to climb up into the CTA and above the cloud, which will make life much easier.
Stansted radio, Golf November Juliet, Charlie Zulu.
Golf Charlie Zulu, go ahead.
Yeah, any chance I can climb up to, say, 3,000 feet from my current position? I know I'll be entering controlled airspace, but there's sort of low, well-broken cloud. I just want to get above it.
Golf November Juliet, Charlie Zulu, AFM, you can climb to be not above altitude 3,500 feet. And, yeah, clear to enter controlled airspace, VFR.
Lovely. Not above 3,500 feet. Squawking for 7403, and I got 1025, and yeah, it will still be maintaining VFR. Charlie Zulu. Wait for him to tell me now that we're in controlled airspace.
Golf Charlie Zulu, radar control.
Radar control, Golf Charlie Zulu. So what we've done is we've climbed up above this fairly low patchy cloud and it meant that we climbed into controlled airspace, so obviously that was a safer thing to do because low down there we were going to go into cloud, so and we were held down by the controlled airspace, so I couldn't have climbed, but I would have had to have gone lower and I was already at 1,000 feet.
We're making good progress and we've just got over 20 miles to go. However, there's a solid layer of cloud ahead and below me that looks like it could be our forecast weather coming through earlier than predicted. Although the weather is clear where I am, all the equipped airfields to the west are reporting poor weather and very close to VFR minima. Western don't offer a weather service and I wouldn't normally call them this far out, but I decided to contact them for an unofficial report of their current situation.
Western Radio, Golf November Juliet, Charlie Zulu.
Golf November Juliet, Charlie Zulu to Western Radio. Good afternoon, 27 right hand, QFE 1010.
That's perfect. I've still got 20 miles to go, but I thought I'd give you a call. We've got an area of sort of quite low cloud between me and you. What's the cloud situation above the airfield?
Deteriorating at this time. I've got a couple of aircraft returning to the field and the reports of bad cloud to the south of the field.
That's understood. Is it unbroken above you?
Unknown at this time.
Okay. Right, okay. I'll continue and then might turn back.
So it doesn't sound good, but I'll carry on for the time being, knowing if I need to, I have this massive clear area behind me that I can just head back to.
Golf Juliet Alpha, just an update for my colleagues departing to Wales 3. If they wanted to actually depart to the northeast, the cloud does clear within a couple of miles. General broadcast from the tower, visibility to the west of the field is now below 3 kilometres.
Golf Lima Tango about to join right base, the 27. Very low ceiling here at joining at around 700 feet.
Golf Lima Tango, roger.
Yeah, it's all totally unbroken, isn't it?
I can hear pilots in the circuit reporting low cloud, and this is probably not going to improve. I decide to turn around and head back
So
home.
we'll head back. We're going back. Western Radio, Golf November Juliet, Charlie Zulu was going to come in bad, but I can hear it's getting too claggy there. So yeah, I'm going to call it off and thanks a lot.
No problem at all, we'll see you again soon.
Cheers.
Good decision that, man. Just turning base, just turning final, Golf Lima Tango.
So a quick 180 and I feel vindicated that I made the right choice. However, you probably could argue that I should have come to that decision a lot earlier. Anyhow, I can see it's still clear behind me as I retrace my route back towards home. Thinking about this in hindsight, I'm not sure why I continued for as long as I did. With all those reports of 600 feet cloud bases and 3 kilometre visibility, not sure what I was doing carrying on for so long. We would not usually tune into a destination airfield until 10 miles away. However, tuning in early may mean two-way communication might be a struggle, but you can often hear what's going on and how other aircraft in the vicinity are faring. On the return leg, I could see that there was some low cloud moving down from the north as well. It wasn't directly on my route, but I could see this strange dark streak within the cloud. So I headed over to investigate.
Unusual, that dark line over there. Might have a quick look at it. Is that a break in the clouds? That's weird, it looks like it's all mucky. Is that, do you think that's a smokestack or something, or? Don't even know what's around here that would do that. Is definitely dirty smoke, isn't it, or smoke coming up.
This is absolutely disgusting. It's obvious it's pollution, and to think we breathed this crap in. I tried to pinpoint on a map afterwards if it was coming from a smokestack of some description, but I couldn't find anything obvious. So it's probably just someone burning something nasty, leaving this skid mark in the clouds. Anyhow, time's getting on and I need to get back. My choice to head back early was a good one, as cloud was starting to develop all around as I headed back to Andrews Field. But it was clear by the time I arrived home, and I landed on the same runway I departed on just over an hour beforehand. So what happened to Vince? Well, he made it. He said the weather was worsening from the west when he landed, and it just got worse. It was so bad in the end that he left his aircraft there and got the train back to Northfield, taking him over 3 hours when to fly it would have been just 30 minutes. Thank you so much for watching, fly safe and Shortfield out.